You probably used an AI chatbot recently. Maybe to write an email, summarize an article, or just to answer a question. Have you ever stopped to wonder why the world's biggest tech companies are perfectly fine losing billions of dollars every single month to give you these tools for free? It's not because they want to make your life easier. It's because the free chatbot is a Trojan horse. They are bleeding money on consumer AI today because the real endgame, the multi-trillion-dollar payoff, is building an inescapable global surveillance system. Entities like Palantir, the largest, most secretive surveillance and data mining company on Earth, already know the truth. The future isn't about AI answering your questions, it's about AI predicting your every move, mapping your life, and assigning you a hidden value. For decades, we feared a Chinese-style social credit system. We thought, as long as I cover my face, I'm safe. We were wrong. They don't need your face anymore. Technologies like Waitrix can now identify you from 50 meters away, in pitch black, just by the unique way your bones move when you walk. Your gait is your new fingerprint. You haven't committed a crime, you haven't broken the law, but every single day you are feeding the machine. Your behaviors, your movements, and your digital footprints are being calculated into a hidden citizen score you never agreed to. By the time the global smart city grids are finalized in 2030, this invisible score won't just track your life, it will dictate exactly what you are allowed to do. Let me show you how the digital cage was built and why you are already locked inside. The end of anonymity and the great data heist. For the last 30 years, we lived with a comforting lie. We believed that cameras were just dumb pieces of glass recording onto a magnetic tape. We thought that unless a human security guard was actively staring at a monitor, we were anonymous in the crowd. The era of the dumb camera is dead. Today, surveillance networks don't just watch, they think. They analyze. And to understand how you became their primary target, you need to understand the greatest data heist in human history. A heist you actively participated in. Remember those free consumer AI apps we talked about? The ones tech giants are losing billions on. They are data vacuums, but they aren't the only ones. Enter Clearview AI, a private American company that quietly scraped the open web. Every photo you ever uploaded, every background you accidentally walked into, every picture you thought you deleted, they took them all. By mid-2024, Clearview amassed a database of over 50 billion facial images. There are only 8 billion people on Earth. This means they possess enough data to identify almost every living human being multiple times over. And they aren't keeping it to themselves. In 2025, Clearview locked in a $9.2 million contract with US Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Your face is no longer your own. It is a searchable barcode in a government database. As author Shoshana Zuboff warned, surveillance capitalism trades in human futures. We are the objects from which raw materials are extracted. But recognizing who you are was only phase one. Now, the system wants to know what you are about to do. This is the birth of behavioral AI. The system is no longer waiting for a crime to happen. It is hunting for anomalies. If you run in a hallway where people usually walk, if you drive a little too erratically, if you stand outside a building for 3 minutes too long, you trigger an automated alert. No human flagged you. A machine decided your actions were mathematically suspicious. It strips away the presumption of innocence and replaces it with algorithmic paranoia. Law enforcement calls it predictive policing. It creates a self-fulfilling prophecy of endless surveillance, feeding raw data straight back into the massive servers of companies like Palantir. But if you think you can escape the cameras by just staying out of the city, you're vastly underestimating the trap. Because the most aggressive, invasive surveillance isn't happening on the streets. It's happening in your office, it's happening in your home, and your boss is the one watching. The 9-to-5 Panopticon and the Bossware epidemic. Look at the top of your laptop right now. That little camera lens? For years, you've been told to put a piece of tape over it to stop foreign hackers. But the hackers aren't the ones you need to worry about anymore. Welcome to the era of Bossware. While we were distracted by police drones and street cameras, the most invasive surveillance network in human history was quietly installed directly onto your personal devices by the company that pays your salary. In a massive 2024 to 2025 industry survey, it was revealed that 74% of employers in the US are now using tracking tools on their workforce. And 61% of them aren't just logging your hours, they are using advanced artificial intelligence to analyze your behavior and calculate a real-time productivity score. This isn't just about making sure you're at your desk. This is microscopic psychological warfare. AI software is actively tracking your mouse movements to ensure they aren't too repetitive. It uses your webcam to track where your eyes are looking. If you glance away from the screen for too long to think, the AI flags you as idle. It goes even deeper. Companies have actually deployed AI-driven toilet timers, physical sensors that track exactly how many minutes you spend in the bathroom. If you take too long, the algorithm automatically flags you for productivity theft. Your bodily functions are now a metric that decides if you get fired. And if you work physical labor, the digital leash is literal. Tech giants like Amazon and Microsoft hold patents for ultrasonic wristbands, devices designed to track the precise micro-movements of a warehouse worker's hands. If your hands move the wrong way or pause for a second too long, the machine knows. It vibrates. It corrects you. It treats you like a malfunctioning robot. This claustrophobic environment has birthed a terrifying new cycle of distrust known as shadow AI. Employees, desperate to meet impossible algorithmic quotas, secretly use unauthorized AI tools to do their jobs faster. In response, corporations unleash even more aggressive Bossware to hunt down these data leaks. The walls are closing in, and the human element is being entirely erased from the workplace. For that, we have created the AI Career Survival Guide. It shows you how to combine your brain with AI to create a rare, unstoppable skill edge. Imagine AI plus biology, blockchain plus law, or SEO plus NLP, skills nobody else sees coming. Inside, you'll get actionable matrices, real-world case studies, and frameworks to turn your domain expertise into leverage. Future-proof your career and stay ahead of big tech. Don't wait for the AI wave to hit, ride it. Grab your copy from the description box now. This is the psychological conditioning they need. Before the government ever fully rolls out a national tracking grid, you are already being trained to accept that your worth, your freedom, and your livelihood are just numbers dictated by an algorithm. But what happens when you clock out? What happens when you leave the office and step outside? Because the system they've built outdoors doesn't just want to watch you, it wants to control you. The Smart City Trap and the rise of Agentic AI. Welcome to the Smart City. By the year 2030, trillions of dollars will have been poured into turning major urban centers into massive, interconnected data hubs. We are sold this vision under the guise of convenience and green energy. Sensors in streetlights, traffic signals, and even waste bins will optimize our lives. But a smart city is just a digital panopticon. It is the physical infrastructure required to enforce a global citizen score. And they are getting you to build the cage yourself by disguising it as convenience. Take the subway systems rolling out face pay. It seems incredibly convenient. Just look at a camera and your fare is paid. But in that split second, your unique biometric identity is permanently linked to your financial data and your exact transit location in a centralized, government-accessible database. The companies building these systems, the Palantirs, the Clearviews, know that once you normalize giving up your face to buy a coffee or catch a train, you have surrendered your final piece of anonymity. But what happens when the algorithm makes a mistake? What happens when the machine decides you are the anomaly? You don't have to look to the future to find out. In the Netherlands, an AI system designed to detect welfare fraud quietly analyzed millions of citizens. It used a secret black box algorithm, and without a single human verifying the data, the AI wrongly accused 26,000 innocent parents of fraud. It targeted them based on markers as arbitrary as having dual nationality. The algorithm acted as judge, jury, and executioner. It froze bank accounts. It demanded immediate repayment of tens of thousands of euros. Families were financially ruined, driven into forced debt, and stripped of their livelihoods. By the time the government realized the AI was hallucinating, the damage was irreversible. This wasn't an isolated glitch. In the UK, the Department for Work and Pensions is currently rolling out AI to detect fraud, aiming to save £1.6 billion by 2030. But independent investigations have already revealed these systems disproportionately flag older and married individuals as high risk. You aren't judged by your character, you are judged by your demographic data. We have crossed a terrifying threshold. The AI isn't just watching anymore. We have entered the era of Agentic AI. These are systems given the power to act. They don't just send an alert to a human operator, they automatically lock the door. They automatically decline your loan. They automatically restrict your travel because your digital score dropped below an acceptable threshold. We used to say, I have nothing to hide, so I have nothing to fear. But in a world where AI algorithms are actively hunting for anomalies to justify their trillion-dollar budgets, simply existing as a human being is enough to generate a threat score. Edward Snowden recently warned the world, we have the means and we have the technology to end mass surveillance without any legislative action. Do not ever trust OpenAI. You have been warned. The consumer chatbots, the smart cities, the automated office monitors, they are all tributaries feeding into the exact same ocean. A global surveillance grid built by tech titans who view your behavior not as a private life, but as raw material to be extracted, packaged, and sold to the highest bidder. You didn't agree to the citizen score, but every time you log on, every time you walk down the street, you are helping them calculate it. The illusion of regulation and the fight for the future. Right now, you might be thinking, isn't this illegal? Isn't someone stepping in to stop this? The short answer is, they are trying, but the long answer is far more dangerous. In August 2024, the European Union rolled out the AI Act, the first major, comprehensive law designed to fight back. They explicitly banned social scoring and real-time remote biometric identification in public spaces. For a brief moment, privacy advocates celebrated. It looked like a victory for humanity, but the reality is much darker. The regulations are full of loopholes for national security. And outside of Europe, it is the Wild West. In the United States and massive parts of Asia, there are little to no federal restrictions on private corporations building these behavioral profiles. We are witnessing the terrifying merger of consumer tech, corporate surveillance, and the military-industrial complex. Look at Project Maven. The Department of Defense openly partnered with tech giants to use AI to analyze drone footage. The same algorithmic frameworks used to figure out what you want to buy or how fast you type at work are bleeding into systems designed to track and neutralize human targets. And the companies facilitating this, like Palantir, aren't hiding it. They are operating in plain sight, integrating civilian data with military-grade intelligence analytics. They pitch this to governments as force multiplication. They argue that in a chaotic world, the only way to ensure safety is total algorithmic predictability. This is the ultimate false choice they are forcing upon us: safety versus privacy. Proponents of the surveillance state look you in the eye and say, if you want secure cities, you have to give up your anonymity. They want you to believe that giving up your rights is the price of admission to the modern world. But as Edward Snowden pointed out, we have the technology to stop this without waiting for politicians to save us. We can use end-to-end encryption. We can reject biometric payment systems. We can refuse to normalize shadow AI and Bossware in our workplaces. The data heist only works if we continue to willingly hand over the vault combination every single day. The AI revolution isn't just about making smarter computers. It is a battle for the fundamental right to be human, to be imperfect, to make a mistake without a machine permanently logging it into a hidden citizen score. If this video made you rethink the technology in your pocket, do not let the algorithm bury it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone who still thinks their free AI chatbot is just a harmless toy. Let me know down in the comments, what is the one piece of technology you refuse to use because of privacy? I'll be reading your answers. Until next time, stay unseen.